Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes, run up these likes. Hit the like, hit the share button too. Gang. It's really embarrassing how Jim Jones is showcasing this cold warehouse, man. Says that he got a warehouse for artists and all that. He's making a warehouse to help artists on the come up. He said it's gonna be like some type of creator school or what have you. Right? Well, in order for it to be a creator school, it has to have heat, champ. All right, you're gonna have to be doing this more than me, champ. By the way, all right, you can't have a school, quote unquote, without heat. By the way, champ, I just want to let you know, champ, this is not looking good. People are upset, angry. They're throwing things at the wall, mad because 50 Cent is not rapping at these guys. Well, these guys are cold, champ. Don't you think 50 should give them a blanket, maybe some more coats, a space heater, perhaps? Did you ever think of that? A good response would be to give these niggas blankets. All right, more coats, things like that. Keep them warm. Maybe, you know, some sticks to rub together or something. You feel me? Like, what we talking about, gang? We got to stop the madness. But I want y'all to hit the like and share the video because this pathetic video was dropped yesterday, and we're gonna take a look at it. Salute to the chat, man. Let's take a look. All champ.
So saying since the cat's out the bag, might as well show you all the process and we can do it together. Told you I was in second phase of construction. This is another side of the building actually. This is we were actually building the gym at. All my gym enthusiasts pull up. Right now they just sheet rocking. What's up with you? Doing good? Hello, kid. You heard? We working. You know, sheety and things like that.
This is terrible, bro. Bro, to be honest, nobody really care what Jim is supposedly building, right? We don't care. Why is the heat off in the building where the podcast is at? Why is the heat off, champ? That's what the people want to know, champ. Why are y'all cold in it? Y'all niggas was eating cold food, gang. Y'all was eating cold. I don't want to hear nothing. If you was having cold food that you couldn't heat up, I mean, pans of niggas had cold. They had a brick of cold macaroni and cheese, gang. Yeah, they was eating cold. They was eating a brick of cheese, gang. It wasn't even macaroni, nigga. It was a brick of cheese, gang. It was a sharp cheddar brick. Niggas is mad at me. Niggas saying, "Oh, G-Unit, payroll, and all." Like, why are you mad? I wouldn't respond to niggas eating cold food. If I see niggas eating cold food, I'm not responding. Oh, are you dissing me? Are you dissing me, champ? On a paper plate. Are you dissing me, champ? Why? Because I have heat and you don't? That's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. Train roofs has squatters freezing inside and outside. Well, outside and inside feel the same temperature. All right, same temperature. Outside and inside got the same exact temperature, champ. Right? That's just the name of the game. Right? Listen, man, it ain't no reason why what I'm eating can give me frostbites. This nigga Jim Jones said, "Damn, I spilled some stream bean juice on my hand." Yeah, he got a frostbite from the stream bean juice because the food was that goddamn cold. Did you know that, champ? Huh? You didn't know? Yeah, the nigga got a frostbite on his hand after he dropped the vegetable juice on his hand, gang. Did you know that? You didn't know that. You didn't know that, champ. You didn't know. Let's continue. You didn't know that, though. Nah, you ain't know that, gang. Oh, champ.
Few weeks, the gym will be up and running. I'm excited. Start to shoot my fitness shows. Get everybody in shape. Got some plans for it. But yeah, we're gonna start at this.
Champ. Oh, champ. Yo, listen. Let's be honest here, man. Let's be for real. Has Jimmy ever done anything right? Like, in all seriousness. Bird Gang ended up failing, man. Wasn't the best thing in the world. Bird Gang didn't go the way it should have went. I ain't gonna lie. Bird Gang didn't go well. You ended up beefing with Max B and Stack Bundles. Not good. Two of your biggest artists You didn't even get them to put out a whole LP. Nigga, Stack Bundle should have had a whole album out. Max B should have had a whole album out. These niggas is just doing mixtapes. To this day, Max B still don't got a goddamn album. I think he's dropping an album coming up soon. What is it? What is he calling it? Dawn Snow or something along those lines. Good for him. I won't be listening to it, but salute to him though. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is terrible, bro. Listen, we can still see. Listen, every time you talk, there's a lot of smoke coming out. By the way, I just want to say that niggas is mad. Say, yo, listen, when you have a heating problem, don't diss 50 Cent. There's no reason to diss Fifth, bro. Okay, you dissed him on the record. That's cool and all. But what about that heating bill shit? You feel me? Like, it's kind of crazy how that works. You know what I mean? It's kind of wild. You dig? That's not a Max B album. That's a mixtape. That's Coke Wave 3.5. That's what that is. That's Coke Wave 3.5. That's a mixtape. That's not an album. That's French Montana and Max B actually. So also it's a joint project. But there's supposed to be a Max B album dropping soon this year, supposedly. So that's what's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? That's what's supposed to happen. You dig? That's what's supposed to happen. But again, this is just ugly. Like this is ridiculous. Like, bro, how many times are you gonna showcase this cold environment, champ? Why? How many times are you gonna showcase this? We really don't care about this too much, champ. I'm gonna be honest about the situation, game. Like, how many times do we have to see this, game? How many more times do we have to see this environment, this so-called development that you're doing, champ? You know, you thought that you was gonna use the clout that 50 Cent gave you, I guess, and say, hey, I'm building something. Okay, congratulations, champ. We don't care. Let's be honest, we don't care, man. And the fact that people are now, see, this is the performative nonsense I be talking about. Now these goofy niggas want to defend Jim Jones all of a sudden. These niggas hated Jim Jones all last year. Hey, I gave Jimmy some credit. Jimmy raps way better than he did back in the day. That's a fact. These niggas hated Jim Jones all 2025. 2026 get here now, everybody. Now you a Jimmy fan. So first you a Papoose fan. Now you a fan of Jimmy. Who's really glazing here, man? You gonna pretend that you like somebody just because you hate Fifth is nasty work. Y'all can't name 5 Papoose songs. And you damn sure now about to name 5 Jim Jones songs. Y'all niggas is not really supporters like y'all claim it. All these niggas lying, pretending that they for the real hip hop. But then why real hip hop ain't on Billboard since y'all love it so much? Y'all don't really care about hip hop like you claim to care about it. You just like glazing. That's what you like to do. You just like to feel important. You know the saying, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. That's the problem. That's the problem. You trying to feel important by pretending you give a damn about so-called hip-hop. But okay, so why the so-called hip-hop you like ain't on Billboard? It's your fault. You're not really listening to it. You just acting like you do and you care so much. You feel me? It's nasty work. It's nasty work. You niggas probably play the music you hate more than the music you actually like. You feel me? Niggas don't really support what they say they support. They just be lying. That's all they do. All they do is lie. They get up online and pretend that they give a damn about something that they really don't care about, bro. They just want to feel important. They just want some type of, validation. That's all, shit. They want to be given a participation trophy. That's what they want. They want a participation trophy. Billy Ware says show they riding whatever Frank they can ride that's against it. That's all they doing, man. They Frank surfing. That's all. They trying to Frank surf, gang. And that's how it's been because they hate 50 so much. The whole time 50 ain't do nothing. He just continuing doing the same thing that he's been doing this entire time. Now you have a problem with it. Now you don't like it. Okay, so since you don't like it, you're gonna pretend that you support so-called real hip-hop because apparently real hip-hop is dissing niggas who's not about to diss you back. There's no said rule that says you have to diss niggas back that diss you. He's not obligated to do that, by the way. Just so you know, like, if I don't want to respond, I'm not. You can diss whoever you want. That don't mean they're going to respond. There wasn't an agreement to battle. You know that, right? Like, I know you're mad because you want another beef to spark up because you're bored with your life and whatever you got going on. But that's just not how life works. You don't always get what you want, champ. You just can't. Yeah, there was a big beef that happened 2 years ago that niggas was holding on to for going on nearly 2.5 years now. But times have changed. Times changed, by the way. Nobody with 199 in town taxes says he said Drake did more for the culture than most. Shaking my head. Drake did more for the culture than most. As far as what? As far as what? Who said that? Fifth? Are you talking about Jimmy? Jimmy, you're right. Jimmy did say that. That's a fact. But that's because, you know, Drake is in his pocket. He getting bread from Drake. Drake didn't pay off everybody in Dipset because remember he did the concert back in 2023 in Harlem when he was dressed up like Cameron in a pink fur, in a pink mink, that is. So Dipset got a little bag from Drake. Drake gave them some comments and gave him some bread, so he ain't gonna talk down on Drizzy. Nigga didn't gave him some money. In fact, Jimmy says that about Drake. Everybody in Dipset loved Drake because Drake didn't pay niggas off. Drake didn't drop the bag off in Harlem and all that. That's why. That's why they rock with Drake like that. Drake didn't gave him some money, champ. They ain't got no other reason but to praise Aubrey. 24 says, I ain't like Fifth since Piggy Bank when he went at Jada, even though they both cool now. That's cool, champ. That's good for you. You know? That's good for you, gang. But man, this is interesting. I'm gonna just say that this is really interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild. Salute to Biggie in the chat. He says, "Hey yo, man, salute champ. The first thing I do is hit the like button. Salute to you. And listen, when the video is over, make sure you're hitting the hype button too. We need to get these likes up, though. I ain't gonna lie. Likes need to go up. You heard? Likes need to go up. What else did J-Mo say? What you said, champ?
Go through the whole process, let y'all see the building from the raw space to what we actually gonna build. Fuck it, the cat's out the bag, well, let's show them better than we can tell.
Nasty word. Nasty word. Nasty word. Listen, if you cold inside, that's not good. If you're cold inside, that's not good, by the way. If you cold inside, that ain't good, man. And listen, like I said yesterday, yo, camera 50. Can we please get the video of Jim Jones chasing the landlord for not turning the heat on, please? I know it's coming. I think they waiting for Jimmy to do something else because Jimmy often takes shots at Cam and Fifth randomly on Instagram. So I'm guessing they waiting for another crash out from Jimmy on deciding whether or not they're going to drop this video of Jimmy chasing that landlord around over the heating situation. Nobody says, how Jimmy not giving any NYC artists their flowers for their impact on the hip-hop culture? Jay-Z did so much for the culture. DJ Premier, Nas, like what the F? Well, first of all, a lot of Dipset had beef with Nas, especially back in the early 2000s. If you remember, Dipset used to diss Nas on a regular basis, especially on the mixtapes. If you remember, you see Joel Santana and Jim Jones going at Nas. So there's actually a history of Dipset Nas beef. Okay, now it's not as bad as it is now, but back then they had beef with Nas. I don't know nothing about Premier and anybody else. I don't even really think they give a damn about DJ Premier like that. And Jay-Z also is somebody who had beef with Dipset. I don't think Jimmy and Hov will ever rekindle anything. Cameron and Hov is cool from my understanding. But Jimmy and Hov, I don't know, champ. I don't know if Jim Jones and Hov is even remotely cool. Because remember, Dipset had got off Rockefeller. They started with Rockefeller, but they got off Rockefeller eventually. So there was a beef between Jay-Z and Dipset for a while too. So a lot of people that you naming had issues with Dipset. So you ain't really gonna see Jimmy paying too much homage. Matter of fact, we ain't gonna see too much New Yorkers paying homage to people like that from New York. They just gonna tell you that they was the best instead. They ain't gonna tell you who else was the best unless that's somebody that they really rock with. There's not a lot of togetherness in the city of New York. I say it time and time again. It ain't what people think it is, man. It's a different world out in New York, bro. New York's a different beast, man. Like, only the strong survive. You really see how savage it can get out there, champ. Nody says the fact that he's blazing a Canadian over NYC artist is nasty work. Well, a Canadian artist is making him some money, so this is what he wants to do, champ. There's no such thing as togetherness in the city. Very rare times you will, though. 24 said Jay did the bowling freestyle, take a shot to Jim. That's a fact. Yo, Jay-Z and Jimmy beef is forever, I guess. I don't think Jimmy's ever squashed his beef with Jay-Z. Yeah, I'm saying he ain't squashing no beef with no Jay-Z, bro. I doubt it. But everybody else is cool with Hove, from my understanding. Max B is cool with Hove. Cameron is cool with Hove. Jimmy, not so much. All right. Hummingbird says, no excuses. He got workers there. Should be heat. What the? Hey, listen, man. He ain't paying the heating bill. He said he don't want to pay the bills. Too many. You trying to save money. Who needs heat when you can light up a spliff and be hot? Weed? Weed, champ. Yeah. Who needs heat when you got a spliff? So I could just light this spliff up, champ. Easier to budget around, man. I got a spliff. Budget friendly. Yeah, it's budget friendly, champ. I don't gotta pay that heat bill's too much. Yeah. The spliff though, it's worth it. It's worth it, champ. I'll be hot all year round with the spliff in my hand. Did you know that? Oh, champ. Ike Turner here says rent cost enough for Jimmy. That's right, rent ain't no B game. Word, it ain't. Rent costs, it costs, champ. It ain't a game. But he hot up in there, champ. Listen, like I said, these niggas was eating food that was giving them frostbites. Nigga, the food was so cold, Fabolous had on gloves and a ski mask and a shiesty. The nigga had a shiesty and a ski mask over the shiesty because the food was that goddamn cold, nigga. You thought it was baked mac and cheese. Really, it was just yellow ice cubes, nigga. That wasn't baked mac and cheese. That was just a yellow ice cube. Did you know that, champ? Yellow snow, yellow snow that you see in New York sometimes, because somebody clearly urinated in the snow, champ. Yeah, what you really seen was yellow ice, champ. And you know why it's yellow, right? Yeah, you know why it's yellow, champ. Yeah, you thought you seen baked mac and cheese. No, champ, that was actually yellow ice. Like, I understand. Yeah, the nigga had gloves on for a reason, nigga. You thought it was a hot tray of food? No, it was a cold tray of food. All right. Oh, champ. Urban Future Shock says, where is the footage of the cold food? It was on the live stream yesterday. Check the last live stream. You see some cold food up there, champ. Check the last live stream. You heard? Check that last live stream. Listen, I'm not trying to be full of cold food, because if I think I'm gonna eat cold food, I'm automatically gonna get diarrhea for sure. All right, I don't want no cold fried chicken with cold baked mac and cheese and frozen candy yams, nigga. I don't want that. Right? Cold string beans and cold rice, nigga. I'm gonna have a diarrhea, champ. You heard? My mouth gonna get frostbitten and all that. Nigga, why I can't heat up my goddamn food, champ? Oh, champ. Nody says Dan Papoose has a higher net worth than Jimmy. Jimmy allegedly is worth 400K net worth, and Pap is 500. Really? Oh, champ. Yo, listen. That's not good. Why is Jimmy's net worth so low? That's not good. That's not good. Oh, champ. I didn't know that. So Papoose has a higher net worth than Jim Jones? I don't think 50 Cent should ever do a diss track towards these guys. Because how the hell you got a lower net worth than Papoose? You got a lower net worth than Papoose? Oh, Chad. Papoose? Chad, the nigga who only got one album that sold 8,000 units? Listen, Jim, this isn't good. This is bad. Bad, Chin. This is really bad. This ain't good. Pap, nigga? Nigga, Papoose? You got a lower net worth than Pap? Oh, champ, you know what's crazy, man. Listen, I'm glad you said this. This is bad. See, now we have to do something about this. You know what? We're gonna have to do something about it. So this was bad. So now it makes sense. So now I have to go visit something. I gotta pay some type of content visit right now. Niggas talking about lower net worth than Pap is different. What the heck? What the hell you doing with lower net worth than Pap? Oh, this isn't good, champ. Nigga, Papoose got a higher net worth than you? That ain't good, champ. That ain't good at all, champ. Listen, we don't pocket watch nobody. I don't do all that pocket watching stuff. But damn it, champ. How the hell? No wonder you can't afford the goddamn heat. Nigga, the heat too high. He can't afford it. I get it now. It makes sense. Oh, champ. What am I looking for here? Okay. I know what I'm looking for here. I know exactly. I gotta do my little Googles real quick. Because things are starting to make a lot of sense here. A lot of sense. And it's not good. This is bad. How the hell do you have a lower net worth than him? It's kind of bad. I found a video I was looking for. Okay, I was looking for this. There we go, champ. This is exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. We're going to have different content in a second, but that's absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Pap. Not Papoose, nigga. But hold on, gang. I found what I was looking for. So it's starting to make sense. So this is why Jimmy's doing these things. This is why Jimmy is doing these side quests. There's some nasty side quests that Jimmy has done. I'm gonna show y'all a nasty side quest right now. See, this is disgusting. This is starting to make sense now. I get it. These nasty side quests that Jimmy has done over the last couple of years is starting to actually add up. So check this out, gang. So about a year or two ago, Jimmy did this, man. And this is crazy, man. I don't know what the hell Jimmy got going on, man. But this is a tad bit mook. So viewer discretion is advised. This is a tad bit mook. So pay attention, champs. This is Jimmy like about 2, maybe 3 years ago. All right. These side quests make sense now. I get it. Look at this, champ. Hold on. What's going on here? So as you can see, Jim Jones is wearing something wild. He has a lavender turtleneck see-through. And look.
Bro, he's giving me makeup and doing my nails at the same. Look at my.
Nigga, look at what you're wearing. These side quests are starting to make sense. But this is what y'all want to defend this. No, this is what y'all want. I don't want it. Y'all want to defend this, dog. This is what you want to defend. But we the crazy ones. Oh. 50 Cent don't got no pictures and videos like these now, does he? But this is what y'all want to do. Y'all want to defend this. Oh, okay. A rich thief salute with $5 in town taxes, who says, I always thought Papoose was a different guy when he was getting a taper fade with his hat on. Yeah, that's nasty work. Fading a nigga up when he got that on is crazy. Salute you for paying your town taxes. Do I need to do this again? Look, gang, you think I'm joking? Look at your boy. Talking about, less net worth than Papoose. Look, gang.
Bro, he's giving me makeup and doing my nails at the same. Look at my shirt. I'm a model for real. Runway Paris. Don't play with me. You heard? Get it right. You like my see-through? Give you little Prince vibes with that purple, right? Shouts to Virgil.
Prince vibes. Yo, gang, listen. This lavender, first of all. This is lavender, gang. You got on a lavender turtleneck. You heard? You look like a mook version of a goddamn Fat Albert character, nigga. You look like the Fat Albert characters in the Fat Albert movie when they was losing color because they had to jump back in the TV, nigga. You look like that. All right? You take off that Willy Wonka track jacket, champ. Thanks. All right? Niggas talk about, oh, champ. Champ, Jim, this is who you defended? So Fifth gotta reply to niggas who do this, I wouldn't even respond. Respond to who? Nigga, what? Get out my face, champ. What the hell's this? The hell's this, champ? Come on, bro. We gotta stop. At some point, we gotta stop the nonsense and be realistic. Why should Fifth respond to this madness? This nigga's wearing a turtleneck stocking. Are we really doing this? He's wearing a turtleneck stocking, nigga. Stop it. It's a turtleneck long sleeve stocking, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, that shit is 1,000% church sock. What are we talking about? He got a lavender church sock with sleeves on it, nigga. With sleeves and a goddamn turtleneck piece. Did you know that, champ? You see it here? Niggas gonna tell me some nonsense. Hey, look, champ. Is this what you defended? 50s this. 50s that. I hate Fifth. Fifth is a hater. Imagine hating on this. Like, at some point, you gotta be realistic. Nigga. Stop this madness, man. All right, niggas is angry and upset. So this is real hip hop, huh, champ? This is what he need to respond to. This is it here, right, champ? You still defending Jim Jones and all that. You still defending No Heat. You still defending No Heat. Come on, man. Nigga got a lower net worth than goddamn Papoose. And Papoose is probably one of the worst rappers alive, nigga. Are you serious? Are you insane? Yeah, y'all gotta be. Something wrong with y'all. Rex Gamos is exactly Showface. Ninjas just be talking. This nigga was in his late 40s wearing this. What are we talking about? Hey, clearly I'm the crazy one. Something wrong with me. Something is wrong with me. Not the others. The others is fine and normal, nigga. Look at this nonsense, nigga. Stop it, bro. Just stop. This nigga Jim Jones never fails to look crazy every time. I can't wait till they drop the video of him chasing the landlord around the goddamn whip. I can't wait, gang. I really can't. This is crazy, bro. What are we talking about? Why do we even have conversations about niggas, that 50 need to respond to so-and-so? For what? Why should he respond in a song fashion when he could just drop receipts like these? Niggas is not obligated to diss nobody, bro. Cut it out. Like, stop it. Because this is what at the end of the day, you're defending this. This is what you defending, gang. Who's defending this shit?
He's giving me makeup and doing my nails at the same. Look at my shirt. I'm a model for real. Runway Paris.
I'm a model for real. You hear that, champ? I'm a model. You hear that? A nigga with a salt and pepper beard saying, I'm a model. I'm a model for real. You hear that, champ? You hear that? You hear that, champ? I'm a model. So you want 50 Cent to respond to models, nigga? You want 50 Cent to respond to models? Okay. Y'all niggas must be trolling. I can't take you serious. There's no reason for me to take y'all serious, nigga. Yeah, nigga, the non-trade Billy Badass Blood is rocking this. Yes, shit. Yes.
I'm a model for real.
You hear that? I'm a model. For real, yeah. With a see-through church, with a see-through long sleeve turtleneck church sock on. I'm a model. Heard that? There's a lot of sass in it. I'm a model. Like, nigga, what? You know what I mean? This reminds you of like if you had a 5-year-old daughter playing dress up low key. Like this reminds you of that. I'm a mama. Like, nah. You look crazy, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas got the nerve. I'm a mama. Word? Oh, champ. Didn't know. Didn't know. Oh,
Look at
champ.
my shirt. I'm a model for real.
You hear that? It's a model game. Oh, champ. Oh, champ. Oh,
Runway
champ.
Paris. Don't play with me. You heard? Get
Don't
it
play
right.
with him, champ.
You like my see-through?
You like the see-through, champ? Huh? Do you? Do you like? I guess you do. You don't like 50 Cent, so you must like the see-through, right? I hate 50, but I like Jimmy's see-through. You might be Mook. You might be Mook. I ain't gonna lie. We got the same bozos commenting from other accounts. Do you enjoy being a vacuum, champ? Do you enjoy being a vacuum? How about you get me a drink? I'm thirsty, champ. Use all that energy to get me a drink because we all know you out of shape. You know what I'm saying? We know you close to 300 pounds and you're big. You're really big. You should probably get me a drink so you could get an early start on your cardio, champ. Why not? I'm trying to help you out. Help me help you. Get me a drink and you burn some calories because you're gonna have to go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Listen, okay, look, you don't have to walk. I know you have cankles and all that, so you don't gotta walk. You can roll your way to the store, nigga. Stop, drop, and roll your way to the corner store. Get me a drink. You burn some calories. You move your body weight. Now, you might be wheezing after the fact. You might be out of breath because you rolled too fast. And that's okay. We got to start from somewhere. But go get me a drink, gang. Thirsty, you heard? Like, come on, gang. You got to be close to 300 pounds. You done built a bunch of accounts to try to come at me, champ. Yo, listen. Get me a beverage. I'm thirsty, gang. You heard? It's too many of you Hotep big backs these days. There's a bunch of Hotep big backs. Niggas who turn dashikis into goddamn belly dancer retired. Your dashikis over your belly button because Amazon don't got one in your size, champ. You know? So the dashiki really looks like a bib. And that's unfortunate, you know, but you got to get me a drink, I ain't gonna lie. You got to give me a nice beverage. I'm thirsty, champ. This is what you're defending. Look, there's going to be some Hotep niggas said, this Showface tether. He doesn't realize that Jimmy's rocking the indigenous attire that our ancestors wore. This is how I know he's a tether. Because Jimmy is rocking indigenous attire. He wouldn't know about that. He doesn't know his history. He must be a tether. This will be one of these Hotep goofies popping out talking that nonsense. Like, my ancestors wore the same thing. He doesn't know. Like, right. Jimmy's is honoring his ancestors with the see-through church sock V-neck. Right. Yeah, sure, champ. Right. Sure, champ. Enjoy that coconut Seymour's milkshake you got, nigga. It got mad calories in it. I see you pour sugar. I see you pour some Splendor in there, champ. You think I didn't see you, champ? I see you pour some Splendor in that Seymour's milkshake, nigga. You thought you was low. I see you, gang. Niggas trying to fake be healthy, nigga. I see you pour a ton of sugar in that Seymour's milkshake, nigga. You think you low. I seen you, champ. Yo, listen, I know you gotta sprinkle some sugar in there, champ. Yeah, you adding mad fat to that goddamn health drink you got, little health shake, that wannabe health shake you got, man. You gotta throw some sugar in it and make it taste better. You can't eat the Seymour's by itself, champ. Nah. Seymour's milkshake needs sugar, champ. You gotta over sugar the flavor, champ, the original flavor. You gotta out sugar the Seymour's, champ. You did? You think I didn't see you? You thought you were special, didn't you, champ? Oh, Chet, we thought you was special, huh, Chet? Nasty word. But listen, salute to all the big back hoteps out there with no life. Salute to y'all, man. I just want you to know the aunties will never give you the box, all right? All those aunties you trying to impress ain't giving you nothing, nigga. They don't like you, and they're not looking at you, champ. And they might use you for something, but that's about it. But I just want to let you big backosaurus hoteps, you big backosauruses, because apparently you ancient and all that. So all you big backosaurus rexes out there, you hotep big backs. Here's a message from the mayor. Those aunties will never love you, nigga. I don't care how many queens and goddesses you text. Okay? I don't care how many goddamn queens and goddesses your bozo ass keep sending, nigga. It'll get you nowhere. Okay? By the way. Yeah, champ. Just wanted to make sure you knew. Alright? This is why they hate the mayor. I don't care, man. But apparently Jim Jones got some indigenous clothes, and I'm a hater, and I'm weird, and I'm a weirdo. Apparently, yeah, I'm the weirdo. Way to gaslight the mayor, champ. Yeah, way to gaslight me. This nigga's a bozo, nigga. Like, stop it. So this is what's not helping keep the heat on here. So this is what's helping not keep the heat on. I get it, champ. I understand. Listen, man. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you share the video, man. We're gonna have more content later. Me and the homie Tough Stino will be doing the roast later. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. Tough Stino and the man doing the regular scheduled roast. The first roast of 2026 takes place tonight. Make sure you tap in, man. Send them submissions in and all that. It's gonna be a crazy night. We got mad stuff. You heard? But boy, this is getting bad, Jim. I didn't know Jimmy had a lower net worth than Papoose. That's actually insane, by the way. That's embarrassing. Just so y'all know, man. Hit the like, share the video. If you're new to the man's channel, make sure you subscribe as well, okay? And one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. Are you ready, gang? It's the mayor. The one and only New York Mayor, F. Mondani, and you're rocking with the 10 favorite Showface news, Big Gotham, and you already know it's 10 versus everybody at all times. Smash the like, hit the hype. I am out of here, gang. Salute.